Welcome back to the refresher lessons. In today's refresher lesson, what we're going to do is set up trig ratios. And if we remember, SOHCAHTOA tells us that sine is going to be opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine, the C, is adjacent over hypotenuse. And TOA is tan, means opposite over adjacent. So those are my three trig ratios that I'm going to use for this video. Now, when I'm setting up trig ratios, it's important to see which letter I'm going to be looking from. So I'm going to color the letter A yellow, and I'm going to make the A yellow. Now, sine of A is going to be looking from here, and it's going to want me to do opposite over hypotenuse. So looking from A, my opposite is the side that I have to go the furthest to reach, and that side is 32. So I know that that is my hypotenuse, my opposite is 32. And my hypotenuse is the longest side, so you can either look and see which is my biggest number, that's 40, or which is the side that does not touch the right angle. The right angle being here in the corner. So 40 is the only side that does not touch. So sine of A is going to be opposite 32 over the hypotenuse. Now looking at the cosine of A, cosine means adjacent over hypotenuse. My adjacent side is the one that is right next to me. Right? So notice how if I'm looking from A and I have to go all the way to 32, I need to cross the triangle to get there. With 24, it's right next to A. It's right there. So it's going to be adjacent 24 over the hypotenuse, which again is 40. Now, for tan, I'm going to write it a little lower so I can fit it in. It is opposite over adjacent. So looking from A, opposite is the one that I had to go the furthest to get to, and that is 32. And A is my adjacent side, so the leg which is the closest to me. And 24 is the closest. So I put that right here. Now, for this side, I'm going to color it all pink. It's sine of C, cosine of C, and tan of C. So for these three questions, I'm going to be looking from angle C. Okay? And from C, let's just go ahead and identify our opposite side. So the side that I travel across my triangle to get to is going to be 24. So now the opposite side is 24 because I'm looking from C and I have to travel across my triangle to get there. So for sine of C, the opposite on top is going to be 24. And the hypotenuse remains the same no matter where I look from because the hypotenuse is always the longest side. So 24 over 40. Cosine is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. So I look, and the side that's right next to C is 32. So it's 32 over 40. And tan of C is going to be opposite over adjacent. So opposite is across my triangle, 24, over my adjacent, 32.